I just want to again talk about the politics that's playing out over these farm laws. The Congress MP Rahul Gandhi was to lead a delegation to meet with the president today over the farm laws and to submit a memorandum. However, we're being told that there's no permission that's been given for this delegation led by Rahul Gandhi to assemble at Vijay Chowk in Delhi. Anand Patel joining us with more details on this. Anand, what we're picking up is that the Delhi police has given permission to 3 Congress leaders, 3 of them who have an appointment already with the president.
This kind of paralysis. They want to see some progress.
Well, yes, there is a bit of confusion because the bus is ready in which the leaders will be going towards Vijay Chowk, and from there the plan is to move towards Rashtrapati Bhavan, where the permission is for the meeting at 11:30 a.m. led by Rahul Gandhi. Now it remains to be seen as to whether the cops will allow the delegation to march from Vijay Chowk to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Usually, whenever there is an appointment, if the numbers are less, the leaders usually march towards Rashtrapati Bhavan. So the Congress party is saying that when the appointment is there to meet with the Rashtrapati, why do we need a separate permission? I'm joined by senior MP from Kerala, Shashi Tharoor. Mr. Tharoor, we've been told that there is some confusion over the permission which the Delhi police is seeking for a march from Vijay Chowk to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Usually, when the leaders have an appointment, they walk up to the Rashtrapati Bhavan.
That's right. So I would be somewhat surprised about this, because the fact of the matter is that you can't just, expect people to drive up in a cavalcade to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Normally, as you've seen in the past, I myself have been on many such watches. We usually march either from Parliament itself or from Vijay Chowk in front of Parliament, and we go up to Rashtrapati Bhavan. It's not a long march, but at the same time it's an important gesture to show the public that we are going to see the President. I think that this should be being resolved, and frankly the party must be handling this, so I can't say more than that.
Right. About the march, we've seen Rahul Gandhi meeting the President with the all-party delegation as well. Nothing much came out of that. Do you have any hope that here, the President will intervene, because now it is turning out to be a pan-India protest of sorts?
See, the President has a very important moral role, and that is a role to advise, to seek the government's action, to counsel the government on how to behave in certain situations. Now the country is really facing a very, very prolonged agitation. The city, the capital city of the country, is completely, as you know, surrounded by farmers. They are in distress. This kind of paralysis, this kind of stalemate should not be allowed to persist. And ultimately, everything in the government is done in the name of the President. So we'd like to approach him and urge him to take some constructive action.
But sir, the stalemate continues. It's been 1 month since Delhi is surrounded, as you were also pointing out. And the government is sticking to its stand that it will not repeal the laws. The farmers are saying to repeal the laws and then talk to us. But do you think any headway can be made in such, distinct positions being taken by the 2 sides?
Well, look, every negotiation starts off with 2 irreconcilable positions. The entire point of having a negotiation is to find some common ground.
Right.
The truth is that this government started off by absolutely rushing these bills through without consulting the farmers. Then when the farmers started protesting, they were ignored. Then, after they came to Delhi and their size was apparent, the government started demonizing them as Khalistanis, Pakistanis, Naxals. Now, the government says it's willing to talk, but are they willing to listen? That is the key thing. We all know what their stand is. They also know what the farmers' stand is. We can all read the newspaper. Who's going to make the effort to get them together in the interest of the country? All of us are eating and nourished and well because the farmers have done this job for us, of growing food for us.
Senior Congress leader, he's saying that the government is willing to talk, but is it willing to listen is the big question. And the Congress party, while it marched towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan today, is hoping that the President of India will intervene in the matter to resolve this stalemate as soon as possible. With camera person Nasir Khan, this is Anand Patel. Back to you, Akshita.
Anand, then that's clear what Mr. Shashi Tharoor has told you. It's clear that the Congress leaders are going ahead with their plan, with their scheduled plan of going as a delegation to meet with the President. So you can confirm for us that Rahul Gandhi also will be there.
Well, absolutely. The meeting, the appointment has been sought by the Congress party on behalf of Rahul Gandhi, and he'll be the one who will be leading this delegation. It remains to be seen as to whether the Delhi police personnel who are there at Vijay Chowk allow that to happen, because usually, as Mr. Tharoor was also pointing out, that whenever the opposition party leaders have an appointment with the president, they usually walk from the parliament or Vijay Chowk, which is close by, towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Sometimes they also drive through the North Block and South Block to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So it remains to be seen as to how entire matter unfolds, because a little while ago the Delhi police had put up a notice here that Section 144 is imposed in the entire of Delhi and not more than 4 people can assemble. But from here, there is no plan to march. It is just these buses in which the Congress leaders and MPs will be put into, and they'll be assembling at Vijay Chowk, from where the march is likely to take place. Now, in the event of this Delhi police objection, whether the march will happen, that remains to be seen. But yes, the Congress party leaders are definitely trying to resolve this matter with the Delhi police as of now.
Okay, we'll be tracking the latest updates. I keep coming to you, Anand. Thanks for the moment for joining us and also getting us that conversation with Shashi Tharoor. The Congress maintaining that they're going to stick to their plan of meeting with the president. Delhi police saying no permission has been given. Considering COVID protocols and norms that are in place, only 3 or 4 people are allowed to go. We'll see how that plays out.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Gandhi here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.